Today, we have to prioritize the mental health of our employees. Of ourself first. Managers are burned out, right? We can't expect them to be there for employees if we're not taking care of them. 50% of employees have cited stress and burnout in the last 12 months. 1/5 adults suffer from anxiety and depression. And that number goes up to 1/3 with ages 30 and younger. And it actually went up higher yesterday because of Facebook and Instagram. So where do we start? We got to have compassion and empathy. Believe our employees. Don't think they're trying to game us. And really check in. Address burnout, starting with ourselves and our leaders. This is important. We probably have to bring an outside resource for this, but train leaders ourselves and our leaders, your GMs at your locations, restaurants, banks, wherever, department heads, how to recognize when someone might be struggling and how to help them. Not become therapists, but, what resources maybe the company or, they should. Here's another one that's important. Train employees how to recognize this at home. Enforce vacation time usage instead of payouts. Don't let people do that. I would actually make it mandatory that you forfeit your vacation if you don't utilize it. People need literally their time off. Another good one I don't have up here that is important for work from home is mark a clear end to their work day. You all know this if you're working from home. We're actually working more now. Not because of the dueling jobs, right? But, we're working till 11 o'clock. And the tough thing about this that I have found personally, I bet you it applies to a lot of people, pre-pandemic, and now I'm back to traveling again. But when I come home from the airport or the office, I'd have a buffer time to unwind, listen to sports talk radio, call a buddy and laugh. And then I'd come in and, change my hat to significant other and dad. Well, now, what's our buffer time? Opening up the office door and stepping in the kitchen. And we're still wired from all the shit we've been dealing with. So have, for those that work from home, and when I say work from home, all this applies to the office too, for most of these examples, but have a time. I do not want to receive emails or see emails or Slack or whatever your community after a certain time. Something that I had to do differently. I interviewed Chuck Runyon on a podcast, Anytime Fitness founder. They have like 10,000 people, employees that have tattoos. I mean, listen to the podcast if you want to talk about great cultures. But something he told me, so I have this policy or whatever you want to call it with my team. I do a lot of my work on Saturdays and Sundays, catch-up work. I enjoy it because I'm not dealing with, the day-to-day stuff. And I send out 1 million Slack messages. And I tell them, do not respond. I do not want you working on the weekends. And they were all, okay. But Chuck told me in the podcast, he goes, that's still, they see it. And it's building up. And you're ruining their Sunday night. While some may check it, but others may not check it, but they see they got like 42 Slacks, and they're dreading going to work tomorrow morning. And I was like, damn it. So we use Slack for internal. I didn't realize this, but there's a thing that instead of send, you can, it defaults, and I'm sure you can change this, Monday at 9. So I'm still creating, the to-dos or the questions or all that on Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, but they don't receive them until Monday. So that's just a little thing that's helped me with this. Okay, best practices for positive attitude. So this is where I can help. and I try to help my employees. So, someone on your team it might be very good at this. So teaching them how not to be in a roller coaster. Suggesting the best apps for sleep and stress reduction. Yoga and I thought I said medication. That too. Yoga, meditation, and good medication. Again, you might be able to negotiate with a local vendor. They can get on virtually or do this, but everyone on your staff can get a special price. You're just avoiding. This is a big one. Teach your employees and yourself, remind yourself, to avoid doom scrolling. You know what doom scrolling is? Someone tell me. What's doom scrolling? I'll get you one too. Come on up. Oh, Barbara. Oh, I love Barbara. She's one of my favorite human beings ever. Class of 2017, an awesome CXO, Dallas, Texas. So what Barbara said is we all do this. Scroll on headline news, and we might not even click on it, but it's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, it's getting worse. The Delta, everything's divisive right now. Whether you're a vaccinator or anti-vaccinator or like the current, who's in office and who's not. I mean, there's so many, and we're getting sucked into it. And all of a sudden we can waste an hour, 90 minutes at one time in bed or as soon as we get up. And what do we feel like? The world sucks. We have to turn that off. We have to teach our employees not to be doing that. And also there's black hole conversations that we all get into, right? We see 15 people today, talk to my friend, my neighbor, my significant other, my clients. How you doing? Bad question. Because everyone's going to talk about those things. We have an urge to talk. Oh, tell me about it. It's done to my business. Or, can't believe. Instead of asking someone how they're doing, tell me something good. Starts off on a good conversation. We stay there. Your customers will never be any happier than your employees.